Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the card I'm making today. It's this cute little cat card. I love it. I mean, I love pussycats anyway. So let me show you how I made it. Supplies you're going to need. The card base is your standard A6 card base, and this is thick whisper white. So that's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then I've got a piece of our designer series paper. This is the Melon Mambo, and this measures 14.35 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and then the bit that I had to cut off from the 10 centimeters, so that's from the 10 centimeters on, I saved. We're going to be using this as well, so that measures about 5 centimeters roughly. And then I've got a scrap as well of basic grey, and in my Stamparatus I've also got some whisper white. Okay, the stamp set we're going to be using today is this cute one called 9 Lives. And you see it's a two-step stamping, so you can either use these stripes or you can use the patches, which is what I'm doing today. So everything's in my Stamparatus, so put my magnet in place and let's do some stamping. Get it nice and inked up. That if it doesn't get inked up properly, it's not the end of the world with a Stamparatus, because you can obviously re-stamp, which is so useful. So there, I didn't catch his ears properly, obviously. We don't want an earless cat, so we're going to just stamp it again and push down on his ears, so make sure he gets his ears. There we go, lovely. Okay, so now I'm going to use our Stampin' Chamois to clean the simple chamois and just give it a little clean there. I need to go and wet my chamois as well, so when I finish this video I'll do that. And then I'm just going to move these stamps to the top of my Stamparatus for now until I put everything away. And this here is our layering piece, and you're just gonna, the Stamparatus makes this so easy because you can just spend your time getting this perfectly positioned. So I just stopped the video there because I needed to get my head in the camera to get right over the stamp so I could check that it was perfectly positioned, and I didn't think you wanted to see a shot of the top of my head. So I'm just stamping up this bit, and all being well we should have a perfectly stamped or nicely stamped pussycat, which we do. So there we go. Leave that there, close up our Stamparatus, put that aside. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out, and I'm just going to use my paper trimmer, and as always, quite often I find it easier to stamp and then cut, because then I can tell exactly where everything is. I just find it easier to cut around, but you do whatever is easiest for you. But you basically just need a piece of cardstock that's big enough to stamp your images, and that's fine there. So let's put that aside, and we're just going to bring in, just going to close this up, bring in a piece of basic grey. And the first thing I'm going to do is just stick it down with some snail. Let's move this to the side. So let's put some snail on the back of here. Okay, and actually, quite luckily, this scrap is just the right width. So that was lucky. So I'm going to only have to cut it down on one side. Okay, so let's put that in the Stamparatus, in the, make sure it's straight, and there we go. As you can see, the trimmer cuts so beautifully, so you can see there's our piece. So let's put that aside for now, and now we're going to do the back. So let me bring in our bits, and what we're first going to do is stick down this to designer series paper, so we're using both patterns on this one, and I like that. I think sometimes we're scared about mixing patterns, but actually I don't think it works too badly here. So there we go. And now we're going to use some of this beautiful ribbon, this Whisper White, what's it called? Whisper White polka dot tulle ribbon. And you can see it's lovely. So we're just going to cut a piece off that we can wrap around. So get my scissors, and we're just going to cut a piece off there. Okay, so now we're going to put some snail on the back of our piece here, maybe some in the middle as well for good luck. And then we're just going to wrap, so we're just going to start at the top here and embed that in the snail that we've put there, so that will hold it. And then I'm just going to trim off this little bit of excess here, okay, like that. And then we're going to just stick this down onto our base, like that. And then we're nearly done. Now we're just going to pop this up. I popped this up on dimensionals. So let's start off in the corners. But I think I'm going to need more than that because, as you know, I'm quite generous with my dimensionals. So I'm going to put a little grid pattern here of them. There we go. To make sure my grid paper's all wonky. I'm just going to take these backs off. And I love this colour, Melon Mambo. It's one of my favourite colours. I really love this bright, vibrant pink. And I think it contrasts so well with the black of the Putty Cat. So we're just going to stick this down like that. And then I'm going to get rid of these dimensional backings quickly before they migrate. But as you know, they seem to, because of the static, they just get everywhere. Now one thing I am going to do, I'm going to use this as a crumb cake marker, and all I'm going to do is just use it to colour in his bowl of food. So there we go, and just to bring a little bit of colour. So there, so finishing touches, we have these wonderful glitter enamel dots, and this plastic kept running away from me on this sheet, so I just stapled it. So now it can't go anywhere. And I'm going to use one of the nice big ones here in the corner, just one. And there we go. So that's what we just made. That's the one I made earlier. I love them, but I love pussycats. I really, really do. They're my favourite friends, I say. But then I am animal mad. I just love animals. They're so they just seem such nicer than people sometimes. I don't know. That's just me anyway. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the project. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up and let YouTube know. And don't forget to subscribe to future projects. If you want any information on the project we made today, it'll be on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links, including my Facebook group, which I would love you to join, are in the description box below. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!